It was only several years ago that they began their time in government in late 2015, promising much closer engagement with the People's Republic of China, promising to broaden and deepen the relationship. They proposed a free trade agreement with the People's Republic of China. However, the leadership in Beijing did not reciprocate, in fact, did quite the opposite and showed increasing hostility toward Canadians and toward Canadian interests. They, as you know, detained Michael Kovrig and Michael Spavor for more than 2 years. In addition to that, they imposed arbitrary bans on Canadian pork, beef, and canola products and took a number of other hostile measures. Since then, the government has acknowledged these threats coming from the leadership in Beijing, but has failed to act. As a result, I think many of Canada's allies and partners throughout the Indo-Pacific region aren't sure what Canada's approach is, and that's why I think you've seen us excluded from initiatives like the Quadrilateral Security Dialogue. It's the reason why we've been excluded from AUKUS. We think it's high time for the Canadian government to come forward with a new plan, a new policy on China that acknowledges the very, very real threats that China is presenting in the Indo-Pacific region.
And in terms of that new framework, what would you and your party like that to look like?
Well, I think the framework should be much more multilateral. The framework should see Canada line up much more closely with our democratic allies and partners in the Indo-Pacific region. We need to cooperate much more closely. We need to work much more multilaterally with these democratic partners and allies. The fact of the matter is that Canada is not a superpower. We are a small country of some 37 million people. We are not an economic powerhouse like the European Union or the United States or China. We must work multilaterally. And so I would like to see us work toward joining the Quadrilateral Security Dialogue, work closely with the United States, the United Kingdom, and Australia. And I would like us to work more closely on other areas of cooperation. I think Taiwan's interest in joining the Comprehensive Agreement, the Trans-Pacific Partnership, would be a welcome move, strengthening our relationship with Taiwan. Canada should withdraw from the Beijing-led Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, particularly in light of the comments coming from the leadership of the organization that indicated that it would be willing to extend financing to the illegitimate regime in Myanmar. We think that these are some of the things that a new framework should include.